Right, everyone, welcome to the next episode of the Unnamed podcast, and we have a couple more guests on this one. So we're going to go around and introduce ourselves and then get into a couple of these topics. So let's start over with Zach.
Let me just sanitize real quick. But
Oh, yeah, we've got the...
So I'm Zach Thomas. I was on the last one. 18 years old. What else do you want to know, Logan? Anything?
I don't know, just say...
How much do you weigh?
I know, okay.
How tall are you? How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
What, age, sex, location?
Oh.
No, just pass it. We'll just go around. So we've got Zach, we've got...
Yes, please.
Angelo Donatis.
Me. Alright, keep going. I don't know what else you wanted to say. Who are you sponsored by?
Who am I sponsored by? Who am I not sponsored by? That's the real question. But, yeah.
Okay, cool. It's me. And then we'll go around. You always get that mic.
Luke, 20, it's on the last podcast. Yeah, and yeah.
Joel, 20. I wasn't on the last podcast.
You went on the last podcast, but you're pretty torn up about not making it.
School, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, not school, uni.
Same shit.
It's more to do with life, you know. So in the last podcast, we were talking about, I think, the current training cycle you guys were on, and you guys were just about to get on to testing your 1RM. So why don't we start with you, Zach, and you let us know how you went with that, and yeah.
So pretty much the Friday before we tested. Wait, what day did we test on? Friday?
I tested on the Thursday.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were testing on the Friday. The week prior to that, I stuffed my back up training. So the whole week leading up to it, I was kind of just trying to get the back good, and ended up not really hitting any PBs.
What numbers did you hit? Tell them.
Foot snatch.
I
and the clean jerk.
100 kilo snatch and a 125 clean jerk. Yeah. That was about it.
That's pretty good.
I did
Just tell us your 1RM.
Yeah, tell us about your max lift, snatch, clean jerk.
Body weight.
You know what I'm talking about.
My
Max air squat.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Reps.
clean jerk is, but
What'd you squat last time?
the squat was 150 back squat, and
Big dog.
big dog, you know how it is. Clean's a bit over 100, and snatch is probably around 8 kilos. So yeah,
Not bad, good size.
not bad for a small boy. Not bad.
Let's go, Luke. You're up next.
Let's have a Jimbo. You tested,
yeah.
tested first. So
Yeah, I was
how'd it go?
the only person to actually test mine.
Yeah, properly.
So I did it on the Thursday. Came in, all the boys watched when they stretched. I hit 105 snatch real easy, and then missed 110 7 times.
About 7 times.
Why don't you just go for 106 or something then?
That's not.
That's kind of weird.
I know. I like whole numbers, so I was like, there's no other jump. I could have gone 108. They wanted me to go back down, go up again.
Yeah.
No one waste energy. And then I did a 136 clean and jerk.
Luke, on yourself.
At 85.
Myself. So snatch day went great, basically. I hit the 100, missed the 110, it felt easy, so I went 115, hit 115, went for 120 about 13 times, and then on my 13th attempt went real deep in one squat and then got really nice sciatica down my left leg.
Wait, you hit 110 and went to...
I missed
110 but felt good.
It felt good, so I just went up.
Felt
Okay.
light.
So hit 115, decently easy. Went to 120, thought I was going to get it. So I was scared as hell. As soon as I put the greens on, it looked real heavy. So I just didn't get under for the first 3.
Should've
Got
put
under
2
after
whites
that. Yeah, should have put 2 whites on, would have got it. And then on my last attempt, I went real deep, and then I stood up, and then I could barely walk up. so I just did 1RM bench, and then PR'd my bench.
Yeah.
At
That's all
Oh,
right.
should we go through Tommy's as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, give a shout out to Tom
Shout out
Bailey.
to Tommy Softy.
I think he hit a 98 snatch. And then
snatch.
But he's hit 100 before.
Yeah,
But he's hit 100 before.
Yeah, and then a 130 clean.
And he didn't jerk. It just felt disgusting.
Wait,
I'm
so-
talking full on mashed potatoes.
So if you guys are if you guys look back at that, a few of you didn't, have you guys hit those weights before? Like the weights that you got, have you guys hit them before?
Yeah.
What do you think you could do going back to say maybe your deload or weights moving up to that? What do you think you could do leading up to a 1RM again?
I'll probably not go stupid in the last week and
Rest.
rest a little bit.
Wait, so you didn't deload?
Oh, we did.
Oh,
do.
We
No.
deloaded for like what?
Yeah, we
like 4
deloaded, but
days?
the whole deload week, I was just trying to survive. My back was kind of pretty rude.
Yeah.
Luke did like a
Yeah.
full deload. Zach and I just like
Yeah.
some bike crap.
Yeah.
Had the first 3 days off of it in my life.
I reckon I probably could have hit a 110 snatch and a 140 clean jerk like 2 days later.
Yeah. I reckon I could PR right now.
Let's go.
Go on.
I've got the podcast. What a coincidence.
It's John Stay close.
There's a gap right there.
Right, so looking forward, like what are you guys looking at in this new kind of phase of your training? Start over this side with you boys.
Well, we've got a powerlifting and ollie comp coming up, so I've got to start a strength block soon.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
For
Tomorrow?
November. Starting tomorrow, yeah. So we don't know the exact dates of them, but I think they're in November. Got to talk to Simon
Yeah.
about that.
But other than that, staying as fit as possible, I guess.
I'm staying real fit.
Okay, so are you guys going to compete, mate, like a weight class down? Are you going to just stay the weight you are, or like whatever?
Well, Zach and I were talking about this. It's kind
I
of
need to
difficult.
learn the weight classes.
Because
first.
like
I don't really know what the weight classes are.
the weight classes for like ollie lifting and powerlifting are different.
Yeah.
So there's 85 kilo for powerlifting, but it's 89 or 81 for ollie
Yeah,
lifting.
changed that recently.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to go down or go up in weight. Probably going to go up.
Always got to get jumped.
But it depends which one's first. So if it's like, oh thanks Dad.
Yeah, I reckon we just hold them in your hands and we'll pass them.
If
around.
it's like the powerlifting one first, that's 85, and then the ollie one will be 89. So I can just pack on some weight for that.
So you think like do a shred, do a photo shoot
I reckon we should do a bodybuilding
for
comp.
Gymshark? And
Yeah.
Close option.
well, I'll teach the posing for that. We'll come in here.
Oh, we don't.
You guys got
We
speedo?
don't
You got
need to
speedo?
teach you.
I like to go nude.
I like to go.
But yeah. So how far are they apart? Like.
We
I have no
actually
idea.
don't have a clue yet.
Okay.
Just know around November.
11, 12 weeks from now.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
And then one's in Sydney, one's in Canberra.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hopefully it's not the same weekend.
Yeah, well, you have to drop like 4 kilos overnight or something like that. Right,
It's easy.
Sunday.
Thanks, Tony.
What supplements we take?
Yeah, what supplements do you boys take? Let's start with Zach over this one.
I don't really take any supplements.
No point in calling otherwise that's going to
What's
disconnect and then
I have magnesium. That's about it.
Yeah, what do you have?
Magnesium.
Take a protein shake?
No, I haven't been recently.
Yeah, right.
I don't really know why. I just feel like I was eating enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sometimes fish oil if I'm on stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, tell you your talent. 5 fish oils at once.
Oh, I can swallow some fish oil
He
tablets.
comes to me out. He takes 4 fish oil tablets and says, I can do 5. I'm like, you don't have all my fish oil. Stop. I believe it. You don't have to take
I didn't
5.
ask you. I didn't ask for this competition because all my officials are
And
going.
this isn't with water, this is dry.
Yeah, this is
We go dry.
Dry
Wait,
throat.
what?
Yeah,
Dry
so-
throat.
Do you have any fish oils in your...
No, I don't want you to take them on. In my car, yeah, under my seat, I'm pretty sure. You know, I just drop them down to the side of my seat. I'm like, oh,
Well, I can do it with any
fish oil.
tablets, so if you ever need some tablets to be swallowed,
Yeah, right.
Some
I can help you
toast.
out.
It's a couple of men's stuff.
Right,
Yeah, basically the same. So I take magnesium, but also take the true protein. And if I do like a
shout out to True Protein.
yeah, shout out to True Protein.
Yeah.
Zach
If I
fishing
do like
for
a
that
strength
silver.
cycle or something, I'll cycle creatine for a couple of months. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
You know anyone that takes creatine all year round? Or?
Check sauce.
No.
He doesn't come in here.
I think he left.
Oh, Luke, no.
No, yeah, I'm same as Zach. I don't take anything at all. I think I tried creatine for a bit and then I was just vomiting every second workout, so it wasn't too fun. But apart from that, protein powder every now and then is not too bad.
Just every now and then.
Yeah. Oh, I've been trying some collagen protein actually.
Just
I
before you go to
think,
sleep.
Yeah, what's it called? Vital Protein. Send me some stuff out to try.
Or Vital Strength.
Just called Vital Protein.
Are they the same ones who had like those pre-workout shots that I had?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have a morning, midday, post-workout and then a sleep one.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
weren't
cool.
too bad, so.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
They were
Shout out
alright.
to those drinks.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh yeah, Vital Strength, man. They sent me this gear, and then I like went into Woolies, and I'm like, it's just like down on the protein shelf in like the health section. I'm like, oh, anyway, it's not
Yeah.
like a, oh, I don't know. It's like when, like, you know, that like Musashi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Musashi
the way-
protein bars are the best though.
Oh, no,
If I have like a
yeah.
protein
Bro,
bar,
that's a
I'm
short
having
workout and a
Musashi.
half. Just chewing that thing.
No.
Boy, choc fuzz, the
Musashi
choc fuzz
Olympics.
brownie, it's like 45 grams of protein in
Yeah.
that one bar.
I used to
So-
get
Tristan?
them every day on the way home from work.
What are you gonna
You
say?
should see the bars that Tristan buys. He spent like $400 just all out on Musashi at one go. He had like 9 boxes, this man.
What a
Wow.
guy.
I always see him going like over the top, like even you like filming him, he's like getting all the mud muscle chef and then like, and he's just like loading it
When
up.
he buys stock. He gets it. He
He
needs it.
doesn't want it to run out ever.
Well, it doesn't. That's it.
As if they sit in his fridge for that long.
Sort of supplements you take, Jimmy.
I take protein like once a week maybe. That's about it. True protein.
Yeah,
Why
protein.
that once a week? What are you doing on that day, man?
Recovery. Nah, it's not like specific. Just when I remember to take it, I take it.
Yeah.
That's same here. If I feel like a smoothie or something.
Sometimes maybe like once a year I put creatine in it, but other than that,
Yeah.
not really.
See, I've just gotten like, so like when I've gone like supplements, it's just like if I don't have a routine of like take protein every day after training, creatine, I have like this, it's kind of like a BCAA one as well, and you like mix it in, it's just like an intra workout, so like hydrating plus it's just better than drinking water. So I'll have that. I have a adrenal supplement before I go to bed to like help me sleep, and then
I'm just gonna sleep.
I can't. Like after,
clearly
because I'm just like,
Adrenal.
yeah, because I'm just like, you get,
Sleeping well, too.
especially like being on like, I don't know, I'm just like on the laptop all the time and I'm just like sitting there just going like, fuck, like whatever. Everything's going through your head.
So much partying.
But yeah, I do have a lot of protein. I'll have like, I don't know, sometimes up to like 3 scoops a day.
Supplements of protein? Or?
Yeah, like the powder. I'll try and have. It's really handy to have the bars because the bar is like 45 grams of protein. That's 2 shakes, like straight up.
That's true.
That's true. Does anyone know the health side effects of never loading up creatine for 2 years? Because we have a friend called Jack Solis who has been on creatine consistently every single week for 2 years.
Point at the camera and say shout out to Jake.
Shout out to Jake. But he looks good.
He does.
2 years on creatine.
He's looked good for 2 years straight.
He was,
Feel good?
What was his body fat that time he took the test? I think it was like 4%.
Yeah. Does anyone have a body fat lower than 4.9? It was like 4.6. Like, stupid low. Stupid low.
Last time I tested was like after quarantine. It was like
Let's
10.
get
Oh,
up.
yeah, what's your body fat percent?
What now?
Oh,
Fuck.
my last one was 10.7.
What's your lowest? It was like 8.
Lowest was that was, I don't know. At the start of maybe last year, I think I was around 6, 5 or 6. But I haven't been tested.
I think mine
So
was,
like it's like 9 when I last got tested.
I was 8, which isn't bad. What are you?
I think my at the moment, oh no, actually no, I got the scan done the other week. It was like 13.5. Just before that 8-week challenge started, I was like 17. But when I did my comp, I think I was like 3 or 4. Like it was low, but I felt like shit. Like you feel so bad when you're that low. Like, and I did that in
Maybe that's what
20 weeks.
That's why
Cutting down to 20.
Yeah, well, I was 109 kilos, and then on stage day I was 80.
Oh,
That was that's 18 weeks.
that's Angelo weight.
That's enough.
I got a question.
Do you want creatine side effects?
What are the BCAAs like? I just
Look, it's just BCAAs. Honestly, it's just like helps you go. Okay, I'm going to the gym. Here's my flavored water. It just helps you drink more water. Like it's either that. Like I have it because there's creatine in it, and it's just like chance that it tastes really good, so, and it's got the BCAAs in it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I wouldn't drink BCAAs by themselves.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink that by itself. But yeah, it's good though. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Right, question from Flynn. This one's for you, Angelo.
Hit me.
What are your training days like?
Training with you
I can
boys,
answer that.
it's like hell. To be honest,
Yeah, 5 rounds of that 10-round workout.
especially getting back into it after about 6 months of just strength. So
What was the
definitely
best
going
one?
to the gym.
What was the best one this week?
Best one today.
Or today? Like 5 workouts just before this.
You really like that snatch burpee one?
Oh, just on the
200
download,
burpees.
Kobe. the gym.
Yeah,
That didn't do. That he definitely cancelled that last round in the workout.
Yeah.
Anyway, have we got more questions?
We do.
What's
Well,
your
we can
training?
all answer. We'll talk about training days. How often do we train? At the moment, I think we're training
Do you train every day?
No.
5. Well,
Five
this
days a
week
week,
was
4
6
5
days a week, but 5 days a week minimum. Double sessions. I think every day, maybe one a single session. 2 hours morning, 2
Wednesday
hours
was
at night.
usually a single session.
Wednesday was
But it was like a big morning
yeah.
session.
If we do one session, it's only 3 hours. Like today was like 3.5.
Fuck, that's it.
Usually
And that,
like
does
what?
that include warm up and stuff like that as well?
What's a
Yeah.
warm-up?
We don't really warm up, so
Yeah.
warm up maybe takes 5 minutes because you just sit on the bike for 2 minutes. Then
Yeah.
walk
Well, it's
around
just
the next
getting the
road.
gear out pretty much. Isn't it?
Yeah, and you're good to go. Yeah, so 5 days a week, 2 hour sessions, double days, and then strength for 3 of the sessions, and the rest are just CrossFit. We do a lot of metcons just because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of like, on the days where we're a little bit more beat up, we do like partner stuff. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Like, we should have done that today.
yeah. I suggested it, but no one wanted to. I suggested everything for that workout, and I just did myself dirty. That was hard.
How was that 50 kilo dumbbell
It
though?
was heavy.
What?
what,
Did you use a 50 kilo dumbbell?
For the first time?
For what?
Clean and split jerk.
Oh yeah.
But you had to like, your feet had to be the same.
It has to be like if you're going up on your right hand, left foot goes forward, and then if you go left,
Well, you
right
couldn't
foot
do
goes
the
forward.
other way because you would like fall over.
Yeah.
Luke
yeah.
found that out because he started before that.
And almost
But wasn't there a game? There was a games event where people were getting called because they would actually go
Yeah.
the wrong way on their feet, and then they go like no rep.
Yeah, you had
I
to
think it had to
finish
be like,
on the
because that
right.
was light enough. I think it was the same arm, same leg,
Yeah.
but not for 50 kilos, no way.
Nah.
I think when they did it they did it in Dubai, something like that, and they used 2 hands to get it up.
Yeah, the bar shoulder
Pussies.
head.
All right, so we've got some questions in anyway. From anonymous, but not really. It's is it Dana Jones?
Done.
Dana Jones.
Dani.
So, will Jimmy ever get a mullet?
Sure.
Absolutely not. Nah, if Alice lets me.
What should?
So that's a no.
What if you just keep your hair the same as it is at the front, and then just have
like,
the party at the
slowly
back?
just get the sides
Just like
going.
stuff
Just
all the
keep
back.
Well, she said if I ever got one, she would shave in my sleep. So
Don't let it come. Just don't let it come
Dude,
over
a
when you're
free
sleeping.
haircut?
So you guys sleep together.
Wait, so you guys?
Aren't you only 20?
I have to ask mom.
This is news to me.
Only when you're not there.
Shit. I mean, crap.
Do not say it's me, but does Angelo actually ever train?
Shots fired.
Straight into my heart.
Like, do you though?
Of course I do.
I like watching his strength days. He comes in and does 4 squats. Catch you later, boys. Gotta go.
Wait, 4 reps or 4 sets?
When he's testing his 1 rounds, 4 reps.
Yes.
Angela's the only one of us to warm up, probably, if I'm dead honest.
No, Tristan. Tristan warms up for like
Tristan.
Tristan,
50
Wait,
minutes.
Is it, yeah, you think session of warm up?
Oh, he knows
It's just like on the ball, like, and then him like does,
about 3 hours of mobility.
and then bike erg and then nothing.
That's
Like-
it. Game over.
He loves that thing. He's on the bike erg on the scale all the time.
Knee things.
Loves it.
Knee things. Oh yeah, knee things, huh?
Question from Mitch Sharp: how many push-ups to power cleans can Logan do now that he has tats?
Push up in the power, please.
Well,
That's just hard
that's just like a terrible one.
I'm never doing a movement in my life.
Yeah,
Push-up power clean.
AMRAP, like how many
Do you push
push-ups
off the
to-
bar?
Push-ups to power cleans.
There's a new movement for our silly Sundays. Like,
Do we do the
it
push-up onto the bar though?
Like,
Like,
yeah,
is it
you
on
use
the
the
bar
bar.
like you have to balance
That used
as
to be an
well?
actual movement we
Yeah,
did in classes.
yeah.
Oh, push-ups.
Push-ups on the barbell back in 2012, 2013.
And you get like the
Yeah.
crappy little thin plates and you just like bend it on the
Oh, the tens!
They used to have like old bumper plates, the rubber like
I remember
4.5
They're
kilos.
over there still.
Yeah, the ones we used to keep the door open.
Oh yeah, oh the front one.
You put your body weight on it and just falls to the side.
Oh shit.
Every single workout you'd finish, and if you got a good score, you had a massive bruise across here.
I remember like they came in and took photos for the first time ever, and
Yeah.
Luke and I were doing the workout with these little crappy plates on that are bending. We're just smashing them out.
Look, I reckon I don't know how many I could do, like, of push-ups to power cleans, but the tattoos definitely give me more confidence to do anything, you know
100%.
what? Like,
They
people
will.
come up, like, people look at you and just go like, you got tattoos? I'm like, yeah,
He's
sweet.
hard.
Like, yeah, so,
So any
Is
of you
it
boys
the
gonna
amount?
get tattoos?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Look,
Are you boys getting tattoos?
Yeah, I have one.
I had this question last night. I'd rather get a piercing than a tattoo.
What
Where would the
would you
piercing?
have?
Yeah, where are you getting that
No,
piercing?
cock ring.
Holy freaking crap.
That's a mum.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
The piercing's a weird one. Like I
Like, I get my ear
I did all
pierced,
mine myself.
Yeah.
So like nose slip, everything. I did all mine myself, and I was like one time me and my mate were like, we came back from like Wollongong, and he's like, I want to pierce my ear, and I had both of mine pierced already. Actually, I had stretches in them, and he was like, oh, I want to do my ear, and he's like, I'm like, oh, it's not even that bad, and then he's like, oh well, how can you explain it? I'm like, well, I'll do the top of my ear, like the cartilage, and then I've just got the ear piercing and just popped it through. And he's like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. We've put it in his ear, and it went pop. He pulled away, and it just pissed out blood everywhere, just like ripped it off. But I reckon, like, I don't know, you kind of get the piercings, and you're like, oh, I can take them out whenever. But you got like, say, my lip piercing, and then that's just like a hole there. But like, I think it's once you get like, I got my parents like year of birth, my sisters, and it's not something I'll ever regret. Like I was always like never like, oh, I'm just gonna get a full like tribal sleeve.
Yeah.
Because then I'd just be like, what the fuck did I do that for?
Yeah.
I used to work with this guy, and he comes to work one day, got a full arm tattoo of like mechanical stuff on his arm, as in like it makes it look like his arm's a robot. And I'm just like, bro, you fucking idiot. Like I was just like, he didn't say it to anyone, just comes up and goes, fuck, how sick's this, eh? I'm just like, going, bro, you're gonna grow up one day. You're gonna be a 7-year-old
sag.
Like legit,
You're gonna be a
with a robot, like no like dates or anything that like mean something to you. It's just this fucking robot arm. It's so bad. Like that's like the worst you can ever see. Like when you see that kind of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah. What about you? Luke? Are you gonna get a tattoo?
I reckon more people have tattoos than they don't these days.
Yeah.
Just 'cause it's more rare to see someone that's just like got nothing. So.
I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo. I think it's just not my family. Like, I've seen like the dates and things. Get pretty sick stuff on them.
I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would. I hadn't had one until I got these like the other week, and then that was it.
Like, Angela?
No, I mean, like Jimmy said, I might get a piercing if I had to get one or two, but I don't think so.
Which music?
Probably nose ring. But if I did have to get a tattoo, like you said, it'd be something that means something to me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't just get something random like, oh,
No
Yeah,
roller.
that's something that
fucking
looks
rose
good.
on my arm. Like, no.
What about something a little different, like a wave on the wrist or something?
like a butterfly.
Yeah, like a butterfly.
Like a plane, like
Butterboy's logo.
On your chest.
On your back piece.
Just a full one.
What about you, that?
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, no.
Either or.
No, yeah.
Just get a shackers like on your shoulder.
Cowabunga,
like,
dude.
It just says nah, man.
All right. From Joey, what keeps you motivated to keep turning up every day, and what's your diet consist of?
I eat anything and everything.
Do you really have like no like? Do you eat
there's-
takeaway and shit? Like,
Not really, not that often.
yeah.
My favourite.
The only takeaway stuff I really eat is like Thai food. Other than that, not really.
Thai. Where do you Thai from?
Kintai, Wollongong. Good.
Old Sound.
I tried to book in there last night. I rang and they called like they answered like we're fully booked. Bye. I was like okay.
That's the answer. I wish he answered the calls. Anyway, back to me diet.
They full don't answer.
Yeah.
And what keeps me motivated to turn up every day?
Yeah.
Coming second.
So used to it.
So
I
if
didn't
you
turn up a
win,
couple times and they called me a simp for so long.
shit.
Just
the
like,
hell?
How is that?
just
Oh,
like Scott
Not
Morrison.
like that part.
I actually love that word. Eh?
Oh, what about Scott Morrison getting called a
Yes.
simp on national TV?
Who did
See that?
Today, I think it was
Yeah,
this
Bill
morning.
Shorten called him a simp.
Todd, who was it? Who got called?
Scott Morrison.
He goes,
He's simping
he's
to
basically
Trump.
a simp.
Yeah.
And he's like, define simp. Soft.
That's not like a fun novel.
I love TV.
Fine, sim.
What was the question?
Whoa.
What keeps you motivated to turn up each day, and what's your diet consist of?
kangaroos and rice.
I love kangaroo.
I fucking eat so many of them.
Kangaroo is
Yeah.
like a good, like,
I think it's fun to switch up the diet. You know when you eat healthy when you eat bad. Like if I have a lot of fat one night, I feel disgusting.
Lethargic, eh?
I feel like I'll vomit every single time. Like even if I have I had spaghetti the other night, a little bit of fat in it, I just vomit the next day.
What, because you didn't have the like,
Just
extra
oil?
weight mints?
Yeah, it's oil. Yeah, like
fats from the mint.
Yeah.
Well, the mint, that would sit in your stomach. You know when you like go in the fridge,
digest
you know when you
it.
put your mints in the fridge and it's full fat mint and then you get like that, all that fat sit on the bottom of it, it's got like liquefied then because I hate that so
Just
much.
drink that little bit.
yeah, it's great.
But yeah, do you not have like a kind of a standard, what's your standard like breakfast or pre-trainer?
Majority of my breakfast are just leftover dinner. I'm talking a lot of stir fry.
Yeah.
If Musashi is on special, I'll have a protein bar and
Yeah.
Weetabix.
I try not to eat too much bread.
How many
That's
do you
my
eat?
thing.
I love bread. I've been
I eat like
bread.
2
I bet,
slices
yeah.
a day, that's about it.
I've been cooking heaps of French toast. I've got
Yeah.
4 eggs and then like
Oh,
dip
I
the
had
bread
that
in.
thing. It's like the worst thing.
Shit.
Oh, we're back
Training and like working. So I used to start like early. Used to leave home like 5:30.
What'd you do?
Drive to Sydney, cabinet maker.
You made some cabinets.
I did, and I
You
carried
got on
it
the
to.
making of cabinets.
So it's a bit of like a physical job, and then there was a couple of days I drove home, like drove straight here from work, seeing the boys on their way out as I'm on my way in, 7:30 at night. Just coming in, hit a quick session, but yeah, you get pretty wrecked.
Now what do you do?
What's that
I'm just
for?
a bludger right now.
What was that for?
I used to work as a cabinet maker for 2 years.
We're
Okay.
talking about working in Australia. How do you like a full-time job?
I think it would be hard to do this kind of training.
To get in the volume
My
like
body-
these boys get in by yourself in just like an afternoon, yeah, that's almost impossible.
The body, like me doing my not the bodybuilding comp, I was a PT then. But before that, I'd train morning and night. Like work like a 10-hour day as well. But going into the gym and just knowing that you have to do 4 sets of like bench press, chest fly, shoulder press, whatever.
Love those.
Love that, we do those very often.
It's easier. It's easier to do than come in after a day's work and know that you have to legless rope climb.
That was also the thing, like when I used to work, we didn't have the board. They
Yeah.
just did their own shit, like didn't really write it down anywhere.
You have to message you.
Well,
what
and then
you
they
did.
just
Yeah,
go,
they
it just
had
goes,
to
boys,
message
what
me
do
what they
you,
did.
boys, what did we do? Get
Well, like
funny,
I
you know,
came
and
in
stuff.
and then just did whatever I wanted to.
Yeah.
But then I started doing comp train for a bit. That was alright, but after that,
That's what I've just like wrapped up. I did it for a bit, now I kind of know
it's
the
good
structure.
for like if you just come in just to have something to do. But other than that, like don't really rep it too
I think
much.
I was kind of I was only doing it just so then I could see how they were programming. Because now you know how they program. It's just like that strength gymnastics conditioning, rest day or active recovery,
Yeah, that's
strength.
some weird shit in there.
Yeah.
Like
A lot
odd
of
object
fun.
stuff that they have. They had like
What's a rec bag?
rec bag. It's like a long sandbag that you chuck in your back.
Okay, yeah.
We had one, and it was like move 10 objects in the gym, like 100 meters and back. And we had like these heavy ass benches outside, and like dead balls and boxes and all this crap.
Yeah.
Barbell, and you had to just chuck it on your shoulder.
Just move it.
Gross.
My low back would die.
My
It wasn't even
lower
like
back
a
was probably the
workout. It was
most
just like accessories, like most
fatigues the
people's
most out of
accessories.
anything. Yeah.
It's not great.
Oh, it's the worst. I was doing like I think it was like power snatches into handstand push-ups, and my lower back, it felt like I was like I'm this close, to, like pulling something in my lower back. I've had issues like with my lower back before, but like I think it's just
Yeah.
the first thing that like blows up.
I think we went through a bit of a stage where low back got real tight.
Yeah.
So like, especially when I hated it. I had
Once a
about
week.
about a month where like every second workout that we get my low back would just hit it. So I think after that we just did what Friday did. We do a lot of midline stuff now, like total bars, GHDs, handstand walks.
All
handstand
of
What
those.
push-ups.
injury?
Almost what? It was a year ago in 9 days. I did my knee. So mess around doing backflips in here on a Sunday. Full thickness tear of my medial meniscus in my right knee. Yeah, it's
Bad.
Yeah. It was such a bad idea, and it was like a 2-second decision. Could have saved me like a year of like rehab. But I just like
Context.
the comeback story was good. So like I just went to the physio. To be honest, didn't do no much. So I was kind of like doing my own physio and stuff. He was like, yeah, just get on the bike. I was only really going there to get like a rub. to get like my little knee sleeve thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, just coming in and trying to push myself.
Physios don't even tell you, like, I have clients who like will hurt their like ankle or knee or something like that, and they don't get told to do any unilateral work.
No.
Like there's no like single leg, like a box pistol squat or anything like that.
They
And
just
that's the
tell you
kind of
to
stuff
get,
that you
like-
should be doing.
They just like get you to like get range of motion and like not even range of motion, but like just blood flow in there.
You're just going, I'm looking to perform. Yeah.
But I was like super lucky that my tail was in the red zone, so it will heal.
Yeah.
So it does get blood flow. If it was like in the middle of my meniscus, it wouldn't heal.
Yeah.
So I'd have to get surgery.
I
And that
did
was
it-
an option, but I didn't go.
Surgery. I did a full ACL rupture when I was 18 and MCL on the same knee, and that wasn't a comeback.
Oh, do you want to see
That
the
was
video?
bad. Oh wait, have you?
Yeah. We were just like mucking around, and Josh just set up a camera, and like I was in mid-workout with like I was doing a workout with Tiny, and I came in from like a run or something. I saw the boys doing backflips. I was like, oh, I'll jump in on this. And worst decision I've ever made.
I reckon if you send it to me, I can like chuck it up on the like in front of the video.
Chuck it
Chuck it up, Jamie.
Yeah, I got my back.
Put your back and your
Oh,
finger
yeah.
because you landed on
Yeah, I landed on my finger. I thought I broke my finger, and then that's when I got the facet joint issue in my back for a while, and that's when I went to Torium Pro. I went horrible Torium Pro. My
Yeah,
back
all
was
the boys
killing
went
me.
up there.
Yeah,
Watched you
all the boys went
almost
up
do
there.
that.
I couldn't pull out a Torium Pro just because all the boys came up to watch me. So,
How long ago is this? A year ago.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
Slow it down, you'll see his knee like collapse.
Would you like knee cave?
It like whacked over to the side. And Luke's there spotting me, who has no idea what he's doing on the spot.
You just go.
professional gym.
Luke's just sitting there with his hands, just goes.
I've seen YouTube. They just live it.
Yeah, that's
This
really
is
it. I watched like
This is visual learning.
I watched 18 hours of Juji Mufu doing backflips.
You see how you put your hand only behind one knee? You're supposed to put your whole arm behind both legs.
So you're
Juji
telling
didn't show
me
me that. Juji did
I
not show
can
me
blame
that.
Luke for my injury?
Wait, were you talking about when Juji and like Clarence and that were like getting Zach, what's his name, Tellinger?
Yeah.
And they were getting him to do the.
Do flips. and
Yeah.
stuff.
We should have a person either side, both hands.
Yeah, that was my idea. as well.
Yeah. And also, I was jumping
Oh,
off one of
that's
those big, thick blue mats too.
I know, so like no holes
Yeah.
at all.
Couldn't really bounce.
I didn't really want to jump off the ground though, in case like I didn't make it. That was my second one. So I did the first one, I came close, and I was like, oh, I should do it again. Luke's like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, you got this, Jimmy.
He's like, Jimmy, all you gotta do is tuck harder. You got there.
Jimmy was killing
Jimmy
front
was
flips.
running and just hitting the front flip and landing right on the mat. And we're like,
I was landing dead straight, knees were straight, everything.
They were
Straight up and
for
down.
long.
They went straight
The time spot,
Oh,
mate.
and after that, we went to go get food, and I went with Tani back to her house to get some ice. She made me walk from her house to the place where we got food
Wait,
and back.
and not drop you off? Is that what
Yeah.
happened there?
Because my car was at Angela's, I think, and I came with you.
Did you go on, Jimmy?
And she's like, yeah, we'll just walk. I was like, oh yeah.
I don't think I should be walking on this.
It got so fat. So thick. He's saying over these Oswald packets, they're just like, bro, like, it's like so fat.
Wait, are they the ones to get the fluid out? Is that
Yeah,
that?
it's like this herbal crap, and it just like sucks all the fluid out. It's good, and it gets super hard, but it stinks.
Yeah.
You got super hard.
Yeah, it like just the smell. Just,
I thought it was just me. It works well. Yeah, it stinks, but I remember wearing that to school and getting bullied.
that's magic.
We're still on the topic of injuries.
Has anyone else had any big
My
injuries?
one recently was I had trouble with my knees in the last 3, 4. At the start of this track cycle, so last 6 weeks.
That's called growing up, dude.
Yeah,
That's
I had to
getting
go.
that better.
Yeah. But I think it was definitely because my quads.
6'3", and you're trying to squat.
Yeah, squatting. Yeah, I did too much volume squatting a while back when I was too tall.
Never done do any.
I went and got a massage, and the guy said he's only seen two people with quads as tight as mine. One was a cyclist that came down from the Sydney Olympics, and then the other was me. So he said the quads are very bad, super tight.
Couch stretch.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
I thought I was doing enough, but I really was not doing enough.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of stretching that year. I just pain in my quads, and I felt pretty good now. Back to no
Cool.
problems.
Cool. Angelo, any big injuries?
No big ones. Had same time as when Jake done his shoulder, the impingement, had a small impingement, but just done a ton of rehab stuff. And after a few weeks, it got a lot better, but I can't say the same with Jake again. He got pretty fucked up, didn't he?
But he was like rehabbing it, and then like once it felt good one day, he's like, yeah, snatch day.
Yeah, he's 1 RM snatch.
Pump the creatine, hit the snatch.
Was he doing comp training and then trying to do water training?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
That's a lot of volume.
He come from
And
work
he was
do
doing
weight.
stuff at NSPC as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you go, other than
Not
what,
in
yesterday?
Yeah, not really in CrossFit injuries. I've had like a tight shoulder here and there, but
What about your injury yesterday?
yeah, I was
Oh.
at a flip out.
Place where people
We
go.
were playing horse on the tram, and I just come back, landed straight on my neck, pretty much backwards, scorpion, and yeah, so that's pretty tight right now.
That's why you're a bit quiet today.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why he modified.
Modified everything.
That's why
Everything's
he didn't do
a
the 50
micro.
kilo dumbbell workout. why he's not
But
really
yeah,
doing this
outside
much.
before I started CrossFit, I broke my leg in footy, but that was about it.
Footy.
Big
Got a couple stitches here and there, but yeah,
Yeah, cool.
nothing really bad.
I reckon what we'll finish up with, because I think we've been going for like probably over half an hour already. Because that
Time flies when
I'm
you're
ready
having
to go
sex,
for like
man.
half an hour. What do you boys think? Like obviously you guys have a good like community here and stuff like that. You've got like the Buttery boys and stuff. What do you?
Pottery.
What?
The what?
Damn, sorry.
I feel better stop listening.
The day the Buttery Bros came here, oh my god, Angelo rings me.
I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I missed that.
Wait, what? None of you boys were here,
No,
right?
we were my
No, I was here,
Listen.
and Angelo's here, and I think, who else was it? I don't know, someone was doing a training session with me, I don't remember who it was.
Ewan was here as well, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. Can't remember. It was one of the boys.
Yeah.
I think it was
me.
Jake. Or maybe you.
Me and
yeah.
Jake were here,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And
No,
I
yeah, it
thought-
was Jake.
Not
I thought
Angelo.
you
Did they come here looking for you guys or
No, they came here because they were doing tribal clash down at Wollongong Beach.
looking for you guys?
Yeah, look for us.
Definitely.
Look for some beef. And we they came in, I saw them doing the class workout, so I wrote up like a workout for Jake and I to do. It was fucking stupid hard.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna kill this. Just show off, impress them.
Yeah, right. Okay. So yeah, the Butter Boys.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. What do you guys think are like things that you would, if you had your own gym and you were running it, how you wanted to run it? What would you think is like? What does it need? Like, what do you
A
think?
big
Maybe
bucket.
like think of three things each of what you guys think that you need in the gym. Yeah, we'll chuck you on the bus. You've been quiet today, mate. There you go.
A big Butterboys logo up the back.
Yeah.
That's one thing it needs.
What does a good gym need, just in general?
Good stereo system
Yeah.
for some nice music.
The party.
We'll get Angelo to wire that up for us.
Yeah, because I'm an electrician.
Oh, are you Sparky?
Yeah, but I fixed that clock.
Final thing it needs. That's a
Just
tough
a
one.
tight community.
Thanks, Jimmy. But no, we'll have a good shower upstairs.
Oh,
That's a
shower.
good- that's a
Good group shower.
You
Group
need to get
shower.
the showers with the boys, so
Yeah, cool.
Boys.
that'll be the
Covers-
final thing. Are we going out?
Yeah, go on.
No, it's some pretty good ones. Obviously, having enough gear,
Yeah.
like the last thing you want is to get kicked off something.
This is probably the best. This is probably the
I remember this story.
probably the most equipped gym though.
I mean, we've got a lot of stuff, but mainly just over 2 bike packs. So sometimes you like flush your legs out or something. If people want to come and do much.
You don't want to go on the assault
assault
bike.
the other 12 assault bikes.
They're hard.
Yeah, the other 37
Yeah.
assault bikes. Can't use that.
Good lighting.
Yeah.
We just recently got LED highways.
How good are they?
They're fucking. The other ones took
Of
like
course he talks about the light.
2 years to turn on, but I fixed them up for the gym. So, and another thing.
Mirrors on every.
All black
Yeah,
foam.
for Zach when he's practicing his bodybuilding poses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Instead of the pride, but we put on those.
Alright, boys, go.
Three things.
Let's go. Three things.
Three things.
Just look at even
For
just
fitness, I think all you need is just an assault bike.
So that's like your favourite piece of
Oh, if
conditioning
you
equipment?
want to hurt, the three things that we find the most painful are vertical jump overs,
Oh, they're alright.
bike, and what's another? Maybe those with.
Bike and thrusters.
What do we do? Yeah, we just do a lot
Bike
of thrusters,
thrusters,
bike,
burpee,
and any sort of burpee. Do those.
Yeah. So what so like in the gym, what would you require? Like, what do you think is necessary for a good gym to function? It doesn't need to be equipment or anything like that.
A good rig.
Yeah.
You want a good rig.
High
This
ceiling.
one's really good.
Yeah.
High ceiling is
High
great.
ceiling is a
Yeah.
must.
If you get a high ceiling like a storage unit or something like that, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Because a low roof just feels like cramped. It's weird. Like, in here, it's so sick.
Yeah.
You get so much
Oh,
room.
fans, 100%. Big fans in summer. When it gets that hot in here, it's like hot dogs. Like,
Yeah.
so you'd be
Yeah.
done.
Big industrial
solid
fans.
breeze.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Right, Jimmy.
I'd say space. You need a lot of space,
I-
especially for CrossFit stuff.
That-
It
that's
gets
one of
real
the-
crowded in here.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favourite things when I came in here, knowing that like you can fit that many people in here, chuck a barbell down, and you're still nowhere near anyone. Like it's just like
Yeah, exactly.
you're not cramped. Like
Yeah, we're pretty lucky to have this much space.
this is like probably one of the best facilities like that you'll see around, or best utilised with the rig like running down the middle and stuff, and it like separates everyone up. So yeah,
What do you got a special wall ball target that no one's used yet?
well, what?
One up top by itself.
Yeah, that big wood one.
Big wooden square.
What's that? Is that an actual?
It's a wall ball target.
That's where you slap and
That's
finish
Bruce's
the
wall
leg
ball
ball.
target that he used to use.
Who's that guy?
Really touched
Yeah,
on
because
it.
his head was at the black line.
But yeah, anything to finish up?
I'd say again, for what the gym needs, it's flat floor. The floor in here isn't too flat. It's
That's
Some-
hard,
some
but
spots.
it's hard. It's hard though, man. Like you gotta, unless you
Jesse's a
pull,
concreter.
unless you, yeah,
Yeah. Or like he was by trade, yeah.
you'd have to pull up all
That's
the
all
matting, all the timber,
It's like
concrete it all
it
again.
was a quarantine job that he could have done.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
guess.
no, that's fair enough.
Quit
They
hating
spent
on
most of
Jesse,
the time
come
cleaning.
Shout out to Joseph.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, shout out to say it. Shout out to Juzzy.
Yeah. Is there any more questions before we on your phone? Just check your phone. Any last questions? We'll have a look for.
Just add to that last question. One of the things that a gym would need is good competition. Like obviously, for me especially, coming here, if the boys weren't here, like you'd train, but it wouldn't be the same. Like I come in here, board, see what's on there, and the level that the boys are, it makes me push a lot harder. And if you don't have, so like, what's a good rivalry? Like Luke with Zach, right? They'll do a workout, you see it all the time. Like Zach's trying to smash Luke. Luke's like, "Fuck, he's catching up to me. I've got to push harder now, and they push each other really well. So yeah, definitely competition in the gym is very lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Any questions? Any more?
I don't have any questions.
Any more come up?
Nah.
No. All good. All right. Well, we'll sign off, boys. Thanks for the podcast.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys.